Plantstone knife scales, and I did a video about these amazing handle scale material made out of compressed plants, compressed and essentially stabilized in a vacuum chamber with some resin. And before putting these scales on the handle, I have to drill them, of course, and so just clamping the blade tang to each of the scales, each side, and then drilling the holes. Well, now I'm just going to try a dry fit here just to see how this will fit, and put all 3 pins in there. It looks like they fit pretty well. Important to clean the blade and clean the scales before the gluing procedure, and so I'm just using acetone to wipe off the pins, wipe off the handle tang and each of the scales before they are glued. I always use this 2-part golf shafting epoxy. It's used to glue the handles on the golf club shafts, and it's a very, very good glue. Have not had one complaint really yet at all. Very solid bond of the scales to the tang, and it's the same glue that I use in my hidden tang knives as well. Using some wax paper on either side of the handle there, just to make sure that the clamps do not dry to the scales. I'm also using just a variety of clamps just to clamp it down really well, and just want to make sure that the scales get a good bond to the handle tang. Now to wait 24 hours while the epoxy dries. One of my favorite processes while making a knife is shaping the handle, and so take my 2x42 grinder out to my porch, out of the micro shop, just so I don't get all the mess and dust all over the shop there, and just take it out and begin to shape the handle. Well, it's hand sanding time, so using a variety of grits, usually starting from about 150 grit all the way up to close to 600 or 800 if I have it, and hand sand just to get a smooth final finish on the blade. For this handle, I decided to use fatigue oil just to seal the Plantstone scales and to give it a nice protective coat. It also gives it a nice bit of a matte finish. I think it turned out pretty well. What do you think?